What's up, guys? So, on this one, we're going to talk about okay, after you hire. Okay, you've written down what you want to delegate, you've written down the process, you've given them the systems that they need. Now you're like, okay, what do I do? Okay, so what I do is I always give trials, and I call them trials. So, when I hire, I say, listen, we're going to see if you are fit for the first 2 weeks. We're going to closely monitor you and give you a lot of direction so that you know exactly what to do. And we're going to set you up for success. And we also expect X. Okay. So this is really important. The reason why you want to do trials is because one, you don't want your time to be wasted. Two, you want them to perform. Little pressure is good um, and fun, and it's needed. So 2 weeks is, I think, it's a good. You should have enough money to delegate. 2 weeks of time. 4 hours. I usually start out 4 hours a day, and it'll be something simple like, okay, I want this many blanks per week. If it's sales, it could be, okay, I want you to get this many sales per week, and this is what we're going to aim for. Okay. So that's what I say must get X, set expectations. Really important to set expectations. You don't want them just willy nilly working. Um, yeah. All right. This is really important. Give them feedback. So you want to like closely monitor their work and then give them feedback. Like we talked about earlier, making videos and then setting up maybe a Word document that setting up a little process. You could do step one, step two, step three, step four. But really setting up, making a video is really powerful. Because one, it's more personal. Two, you just get rapport, and three, it's a lot easier. Um, and it's a lot easier to show your emotions too on a video. I find videos work very well, especially like instructionals and making 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 videos is just effective. That's all I gotta say. Okay, now you want to give them feedback for 2 weeks and closely monitor them, or hire somebody to do that. If you don't have a VA yet, you don't want to hire somebody. You just want to closely monitor what they're doing. But what I do now is because my virtual assistants know that they're the way that I set up my hires is like, okay, you're going to be somebody that's going to manage somebody in the future. So just be ready for more responsibilities and higher pay if you do a good job. And that's how I set it up. So every time I bring on a virtual assistant, I then get them to um, take on the responsibility of managing whoever is coming on new. And we get them to do that. So ultimately, who is accountable? It's your virtual assistants that are already working. And we just keep that process going because we want to make them accountable to your the whole company, and that's how you start to build the leadership. When people get more responsibility and more accountability, it brings something out of them. They live more passionately. They love that. It's something that people really like, the right person. So you want to do that. Ultimately, you want to make your managers accountable to the results. And that's the way I'm going to build my business from now on. It's going to be like, okay, um, my virtual assistants, the three I have now, they're going to train whoever I bring on, and they're going to know exactly what to do. And they actually do. So you want to think about that. If you don't have a virtual assistant, that's a little bit advanced, but just think when you're hiring, you want to have somebody that shows some kind of leadership qualities and somebody that you can really trust that are good at that. Me, I have really good virtual assistants. Um, Two of my virtual assistants are really good, and the third one, she's getting there. But I have a sales manager and another very, very experienced virtual assistant that is really good at managing too. And so, yeah. So this is going to be a simple video, but you want to do a trial for 2 weeks, set expectations for what they need to deliver on, and then give them a lot of support so they can win. This is one of the most important things. You don't want to like put them out just to like fend for themselves. But you, in the beginning, you want to help them out. And we're gonna, in the next video, or probably not the next video, but I'm gonna make an advanced video on how you can let go of control of your duties, that the things that you're doing now, how to get your virtual assistants to be able to let go of the trainer wheels. Okay, we'll talk about that.